What is going on, everyone? Happy opening day to all those who celebrate. And I assume if you are taking the time in your day to listen to this, you probably do celebrate. So, happy opening day. Um, Things didn't start out very smoothly. The Pittsburgh Pirates lost opening day to the New York Mets 11-7. Highlight, obviously, Paul Skeens doesn't make it out of the first inning. Some defensive mishaps don't help the issue, and just a lot of issues kind of surfaced pretty quickly. There, the positive side, Brandon Lau hit a couple home runs. Ryan O'Hearn hit a home run. They'll have Thursday off, or Friday off before they finish up their series in New York on Saturday and Sunday. But with the off day here, I wanted to go over some three quick thoughts. I figured we'll when I do these, we'll kind of just do like just a couple quick thoughts based on the night, uh, what's going on, whether it be minor league or major league stuff. But I think you kind of have to start with O'Neill Cruz. I don't know. I don't know what else you can say now at this point. Feels kind of like a one time thing. I think you kind of just blow off what happened in that inning, but just continued errors and blunders in the outfield. And, if, like I said, if this was a one time thing, sure. If he was hitting nukes or, was hitting the ball well, sure, maybe you could live with it here and there. But, I mean, the first at bat was a solid at bat. He slapped a single in probably a way only he could. The ball kind of just seemed like it just kept traveling. But after that, man, there were some rough at bats after the fact. I kind of said in the season preview, my season preview over on Bucks on Deck, that like, yeah, the Pirates added some help offensively, but man, having a O'Neill Cruz that can contribute offensively a lot more than he did last year. It not only raises the ceiling of the potential of this Pirates team, but also raises the floor too. You have a better baseline, and when you have a good defensive center fielder, when you have a center fielder, or even just like a leadoff hitter who isn't going to have the worst batting average in all of Major League Baseball, and he's just, it's one game in, like you blow it off, like, well, we could throw everything out the window. If he comes out and 161 more tries to try to get this thing right. But since it's something's gotta click, because like these new issues are old issues that we're still dealing with here, and he's at the stage in his career to where this really shouldn't be a thing. So we'll see where he goes from here. Um, Next on my list, Johan Ramirez. He came in and pitched two and a third innings, only gave up a hit, a walk, and three strikeouts. I I know I definitely understand the hesitation that I think a lot of people had about having him on the opening day roster. He, like, I don't think the stuff is ever questioned. It's just like, where is it gonna go? Is it gonna be in the strike zone? I guess the variance was the thing that kind of kept people unease. But man, when he has things going, it's nasty, nasty. Over on TJ Stats, the Stuff Plus had the sweeper graded out to 115, the curveball graded out to 119. I mean, I think it's just, when the sweeper is probably one of the best singular pitches on this pitching staff, and when you consider who's on this pitching staff and what kind of pitches they throw, is just a testament. And if opening day showed anything, it's that they need someone to step up and to be able to help bridge the gap to the later innings. Because we saw Gregory Soto and Dennis Santana. They pitched well. Two pair of shutout innings. So, but the Pirates are going to need someone to kind of bridge that gap from the starting pitchers to those later innings. And if Johan can step up and be that guy, I think that really helps that team answer some of the questions that presented themselves today. And looking at the last player, or my last thought on the game, the production out of the bottom of the bottom of the batting lineup. Nick Gonzalez 2 for 4 with a double. Henry Davis 1 for 4 with an RBI. With the additions that they've made to the batting, to the lineup, I don't think you're gonna need league average production from the bottom of your order. You're gonna need less from, you probably need less from Henry Davis at catcher, especially with the defense that he's gonna bring. Nick Gonzalez, if he's gonna be your starting third baseman, you're probably gonna want him to be around that league average mark, especially because he's probably not going to grade out well defensively. I mean, we'll see as we get more games and get more of a sample size with it. But good production. Good. It's good to see the bottom of the order hitting. You're not always going to get this kind of offensive output that you got from the top of the order like they saw today. So if they could come through with some clutch hits and big hits, all the better when the games are closer. And finally, before we wrap things up, Friday, when this is out, AAA opening day will take place. There'll be no Pirates game, so all the focus will be on AAA. They're the only full season affiliate that's going on right now. The rest will start next Thursday. But we don't have the full rosters yet. I mean, we have an idea who's going to be there, but a couple things to watch this weekend. The pitching, the rotation is going to be, at least on the prospect side, it's going to be very intriguing. You'll have Thomas Harrington, who's looking for a bounce back season. Wilbur Dotel will be on there. Wouldn't surprise me if him getting the first Grapefruit League start. If it'd be kind of nice if that translated into the opening day start. Antoine Kelly, he didn't pitch as much as Dotel in AA, so I guess if there was a little bit of a roster crunch, he might have been squeezed back to Altoona. But with Hunter Barco making the major league team, I'd say it's probably more likely that Kelly starts there. So we'll see how he does there. And then obviously Mike Clevenger will be there. Not a prospect, but someone to keep an eye on to see how he pitches and if he can force his way up to the major league roster at some point. The middle infield, like I said, really the only person that we know for sure is going to be there, prospect-wise, is going to be Connor Griffin. That was announced. We did see some video. Shout out to Sax Boy Billy. Got some video of Tamar Johnson taking batting practice through a gate fence. So we know Tamar Johnson's in Indianapolis. So we'll get a good idea of what potentially the potential future middle infield might look like right off the bat. And then last thing, the outfield, obviously we don't know what the alignment's going to be, but we know Esmeralda Valdez and Yostinson Garcia, they'll both be in AAA. A lot of fun, some power. So the outfield's going to be really fun to watch. They'll have Dominic Fletcher is a veteran guy there too. So Ronnie Simon, I'm sure, will be there. Yep. But thanks for tuning in. I'll probably have more of these daily. I'm working on some other more traditional long videos, breaking down more video and just talking about prospects in general and stuff like that. So if you enjoyed this or you want some prospect related videos, head over to my YouTube channel. I'll link that here on the page, and we'll probably be doing one of these if not every morning. So that way it gives some people who prefer the audio or the visual kind of intaking of your morning stuff. We'll start doing it that way, and then we'll keep the written form for those who prefer it that way. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.